Paul, Fatherhood's a really interesting film because it deals with some really heartbreaking subject matter, but it's still constantly funny. Was it difficult to find that right balance?
Oh, phew. I'm glad you say it's funny because for me, that balance was what made me want to do the movie. Because I think that in the moments that are the most challenging to us, like usually what you need is a pressure relief of laughing. And yeah, it was something that I had in mind. Certainly, it was from the get go, having a moment early on in the film, like right in the first minute, where you know it's okay to laugh. It's based on this memoir. It's a true story. It's a memoir by this guy Matt Logelin, who had this sort of dream come true, which is he is having a baby with his wife, his their first kid, and then tragically his wife died the day after the baby was born, and Matt had to take care of this baby and then bring up his daughter on his own. And Matt was involved sort of throughout the filming, actually, and it was great to be given license by him to have this be as funny as I could make it without. And then here's the balance: you don't want to laugh to spoil the reality of the emotion. If you're going for a cheap laugh, I think you can ruin the whole film. So hopefully, I was able to keep it within those parameters.
We get to see a more serious side from Kevin Hart in this film, and he does a great job of showing emotion. Can you just speak to his, versatility as an actor?
Yeah, well, some people have a gift, and then some people get to take advantage of that gift by directing them. He's he is really in touch with his emotions. He's been through a lot in life. He's a parent, and what you hope when you're directing somebody is that they'll be able to bring something from their life into each moment in the film. So obviously, one knows that he's going to be able to make things funny. I actually thought he was really wonderful in The Upside. I thought he did a great job in that, and was able to do some really dramatic material without overacting. I knew that if I created an atmosphere where he felt relaxed, that he was going to be able to do it.
Melody knocks her performance out of the park. How did you find her, and when did you know during the casting process that she had to be Maddy?
Really early on, we auditioned a lot of kids, and a lot of them were really wonderful. That's the worst part about the auditioning process is you see so many people who go, oh, they'd be great. But the thing with Melody is I auditioned a handful of actors with Kevin, and she was the one who, when they were improvising and coming up with stuff, felt the most like she would be able to match him kind of blow for blow. She's actually able. There's scenes in the movie like where he's doing her hair that they just improvised, or where they're playing hot hands, and she's able to give him a hard time. And she's not intimidated by Kevin or by, it seems, anything. And on the last day of filming, she told me that she wanted to be a doctor. So I don't know if she'll stick with that or not, but I thought that was a good sign too.
Awesome. And my last question, you touched on it here. How much was improvised as far as the comedy goes?
A fair amount. I mean, everybody thinks of improvisation as having to do with comedy, but actually, emotional things can be improvised as well. One thing I like is there can be a scene, there might be some scene where I've written character cries, and the character doesn't want to do that there. It's kind of forced. And there might be some scene where I didn't think there was going to be any emotion in it, and the character starts to feel emotional. So there's actually emotional improvisation here too on Kevin's part. I like to let people go with whatever's happening in the scene. And in terms of the comedy, usually what one would do is do the script and then get off the script. But there was some stuff with him and Lil Rel. I mean, they're friends in real life, and they have such a relationship with each other that's another area where I knew it would be better if they just improvised certain things.